Hi and welcome to the channel. My name is Anna Maria and I will take you through some myths, legends and folklore. And in today's episode I will talk about the god Balder. He was seen as one of the best gods in Norse mythology. Balder was the son of Odin and Frigg and the brother of Höder that was blind. Balder was seen as one of the best gods, the prince, the lord, the bright one. He was described as beautiful, good and wise, and he was a very popular god. He was also seen as having the powers of love, peace and light. No one had anything bad to say about him, and he seemed liked by everyone. He was married to a goddess named Nanna. She is mentioned by Snorri Sturlason by her full name Nanna Nepsdotter. But Saxo Grammaticus, that was a Danish historian and author, said that he didn't believe that Nanna was a goddess, rather that she was a daughter of a human king. Balder was the father of the god Forseti, who was the god of justice. Balder lived in Bredablick, and according to Snorri Sturlason, that was in heaven. It's said that after Ragnarök, which is a series of events leading to extinction, Balder and his brother Höder will come back from the dead and lead the new world. Balder's death have two versions. Two different people with two very different opinions on what happened. The first version is written by Snorri Sturlason. In this version, Balder started to have horrible nightmares, and all the gods and goddesses became very worried about him. His mother Frigg went around all the worlds and made everyone and everything agree to not hurt him in any way. And everyone agreed because he was so loved. But there was one god that didn't like Balder, and that was Loki. Loki disguised himself to ask Frigg if she really was sure that nothing could harm Balder and that she really had asked everyone. She said that it was only one thing that she hadn't asked, and that was a mistletoe. Loki went and got the mistletoe and made an arrow out of it. He then approached Balder's blind brother Höder and said that he could help him to shoot with a bow. Loki made Höder lock in on Balder and then shoot the arrow. It killed Balder instantly. He was going to get a big funeral and he was laid to rest on his ship Ringhorn. Beside him was his wife Nanna that had died of a broken heart. But his parents Odin and Frigg was not going to settle for this. They wanted their son back. So Odin sent one of his other sons down to the underworld to talk to Hel. Hel decided over some of the dead. And Hel said that every being and everything in this world had to grieve for Balder to get him back. But one giant decided not to, so Balder was stuck in the underworld until Ragnarök happened. The second version is written by a man called Saxo Grammaticus. He was a Danish historian and author in the mid to late 1100s. And his version is quite different from the one of Snorri's. In Saxo's description, both Balder and Höder was earthly warriors, and they were fighting over who would get Nanna, who in Snorri Sturlason's version is Balder's wife. In Saxo's description, the gods are also depicted in kind of a negative way. And this could be because he wrote it in a time where Christianity was the main religion in the area. So in his version, Balder is a human, he is not a god, he will not come back after Ragnarök. He doesn't have any of the qualities that Snorri describes. And that was all for this time. If you liked it, please like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget the notifications, and I will see you in the next episode.